unsurprisingly, Brady has performed much, much better with Gronk on the field as compared to when he is not on it. Over the last decade, his QBR on third downs, as well as in the red zone, is substantially higher when he's got his favorite tight end as a target. And by the way, look at Gronk. He's going to look good in that Tampa Bay colors, I'll tell you that. Let's bring in Ryan and Mike once again. Ryan, what are the expectations for Gronk this season?
Listen, I don't think my expectations are for him to challenge Travis Kelce and George Kittle to be the top pass-catching tight end in the league. But what I do think is important is he's going to be there for those situational football moments that Tom Brady needs him for. Yes, they're going to get the ball to Godwin. They're going to get the ball to O.J. Howard. You're going to get the ball to Mike Evans. But Rob Gronkowski is going to be the guy in the fourth quarter, the guy in the red zone, the big third down pass catcher. And I also believe we're going to see him show up more late in games and late in the season. This is a season where you can put him on the pitch count because you have so much activity going on around him. But when Tom Brady needs that security blanket, when Tom Brady needs to be comfortable, I think that's when Rob Gronkowski will be at his best for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and all the talent around him will allow him to stay healthy, take less hits, play less plays, and be there for the important moments.
And you know, you think about this, Gronk's got 10 touchdown passes. He caught 10 touchdown passes. The last time he did that in a season, 2015, he's missed 16 games over his last 3 seasons. Mike, what do you think about his production?
Well, unfortunately, I was on the receiving end of a lot of it between the Jets and the Dolphins. You know, 68% of all his catches in the red zone are touchdown, and that felt like 168% trying to defend him. So I agree with Ryan. It's not going to be quantity, it's going to be quality. And nothing is more frustrating than all week long you hear Gronk in the red zone, Gronk in the red zone, we're going to double team him. And then what happens, he still scores a touchdown. So I think he's not going to play as much. I agree with Ryan, but he'll be there for the impactful plays. And the other thing we got to remember is he will create production for others because he will at least get double teamed. So when we hear about Chris Godwin or Mike Evans having incredible production, that goes back to Rob Gronkowski. So he's going to be impactful. It just may not be on the stat sheet.
Okay, and you talk about quality. Ryan talking about the pitch count, or we can call that load management too. Mike, you look at this, load managed, maybe watched in terms of how much he plays. What are your thoughts on that? Because when it talks about quality, if you're saying that's the key, I wonder if they hold him out at certain times or only play him in a quarter. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a really fair point. And Tampa Bay's done a good job. Cam Brate, O.J. Howard, those are really good NFL tight ends. So this is going to be a long season. We've talked about the pandemic, how that's going to impact rosters. And I think they're going to bring him along slowly. It looked like he lost a bunch of weight being away from the game. So they practice on grass. They play on grass. The weather's great. So I think over the course of the season, they can ramp him up. And again, if he's out there and Ryan C. as a former safety, the last thing he wants to see is a guy this big in the red zone. So again, even if it's 15 plays, those could be difference-making plays, right?
What do you think,
Absolutely.
Ryan?
No, he's exactly right. Rob Gronkowski is a matchup problem. And when you have all those pieces on the outside and a quarterback like Tom Brady, he's going to go to the biggest matchup positive that they have, and that will be Rob Gronkowski in many cases in the red zone. And so you don't have to overuse him. There's so many other places that you can go with the football, but he's going to make big plays for this team and pay huge dividends down toward the end of the season.
A lot of weapons on that Bucs team. We will see how this plays out.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.